This is one of the most difficult topics in IBDP, but if you know the formula, how to apply it, and you know how to use the calculator here, you should be doing well in your exams. So, welcome back. In this video I will solve a few problems for the topic of binomial expansion. So, there's a formula that looks like this: a plus b to the power of n and the expansion. This is a topic in IBDP. You'll study this in year 12, and I have a few problems here prepared to solve. So with that being said, let's just dive into the problems. First of all, I hope all of you know this formula. A plus b to the power of n is equal to a to the power of n is the first term, next term is n choose 1. By the way, this n choose 1 can be calculated by using the calculator. And then a n to the power of minus 1 times b to the power of 1, and then n choose 2, a n minus 2, b 2. So as you can see, the power of a from n goes down to n minus 1, goes down to n minus 2, and so on, up until it disappears. And then there is no b in the first term. In the second term, there is b. The power is 1, and then b 2, and then up until it's bn. So a is decreasing, b is increasing. And by the way, this is the first term, this is the second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. This is the last term. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to the first example. If you don't know this formula, please pause this video and then copy down this formula. So the first example is the following: 1 plus 6x to the power of n. 1 plus 6x to the power of n. The question is, find the first 4 terms of this expansion. The first term is 1 to the power of 10, okay, plus 10 choose 1, and then it will be 1 to the power of 9 times 6x to the power of 1 plus first term, second term, third term is 10 2, then 1 to the power of 8, 6x to the power of 2, plus 10 3, 1 7, right, and then 6x cubed, and then plus dot dot dot. There are lots more terms, but we only need the first 4 terms. Okay, after simplification, 1 to the power of 10 is simply 1, plus 10 choose 1. Now to find out what the value of 10 choose 1 is, you guys will use calculator, and then we do it like this. We press 10, and then there is a button like this, NCR. Press it, and then 1. So the answer is 10. Okay, so with this, I'll write 10 times 1 to the power of 9 is 1. 6x plus 1 is 6x, plus 10 choose 2. I need 10 choose 2, 10 choose 2, 45. 45 times 1 times 6x squared will be 36x squared, because this square goes to 6 and to the x. 6 squared is 36 and x squared is x squared. And then plus 10 choose 3. What is 10 choose 3? Let's do it. 10 choose 3, it's equal to 120. 120 times 1 times 6x cubed. First of all, 6 cubed is 216 times x cubed plus dot dot dot. Okay, and finally we need to simplify this. So let's simplify. The final answer is 1 is the first term, and then plus, let me write it with the red color, in the red color, so 1 plus 10 times 1 times 6x is 60x. 60x plus 45 times 1 times 36. Let me do it on the calculator. 45 times 36 is equal to 1620. 1620 x squared, and then finally the last term, 120 times 1 times 216. 120 times 216 is equal to 25,920 x cubed, and dot dot dot. these are the first 4 terms. First term, second, third, fourth. Okay, this is the first problem that I wanted to solve here with you guys. The next problem will be slightly more difficult, but quite similar to this. You only need to know one formula, and that's it. If you know one formula, then it's enough for us to solve the questions. And by the way, sometimes you'll be asked questions like estimate 1.06 to the power of 10 using the expansion. So you will not put this into calculator. What you will do here is you'll write this as 1 plus 6 times 0.01 to the power of 10. First of all, 6 times 0.001 is 0.06. 1 plus that number is 1.06. Okay? And then if you remember previously, we had expansion of 1 plus 6x to the power of 10. Okay? In the previous question, we had expansion of this problem. And if you remember, the expansion was something like this. 1 plus 60x plus 1620x squared and plus so on. Right? So what we're going to do to estimate this number, we'll just replace this x with 0.01 and put that value into here, and using calculator you will find out the approximate value. Okay, this is how you do it. You use the expansion, you find out the suitable value of x and put it into the expansion. Okay, hope it's clear. Let's go to problem 2. This was problem 1. Problem 2 looks like this. X cubed plus 3 over x to the power of 11. And the question is, find the term in x9. Find the term in x9. Okay? Term in x9. So there are lots of terms. When you expand, you'll need to find. Okay, let's see the first term. First term is obviously x cubed, 11. The next term is 11 choose 1. X cubed 10 times 3 over x, power is 1, plus 11 choose 2, x cubed 12, 9, and then 3 over x squared, and so on. So let's see what's the power of x in the first term. First term we have 3 and 11. 3 times 11 is 33. So the first term is definitely not x9. Second term, there's 3, there is 10. 3 times 10 is 30. And then there is 3 over x. So it means x 30 on top and x on the bottom. The total x here is x 29. Looking on this term, x 3 times 9 is 27, and then there is x squared on the bottom, on the denominator side. So 27 minus 2 is 25. So this is also not x9. And then you will do lots of terms here, and then you will eventually come to the term which is somewhere in the middle. You'll find out the term 11. Let's just keep going. I'll skip a few terms. I'll write 5 here. 11, 5, x cubed. And then the power will be 11 minus 5 is 6. 3 over x. The power of 3 over x is going to be 5. If you observe something here is that there is 2 and there is 2 over there. Same way, there's 5 and then there's 5 over there. And then when you add 10 plus 1, we get 11. When we add 9 plus 2, we get 11. The same way, 6 plus 5 has to be 11. That's why there is a 6 here. Okay, is this x9? Let's see. 3 times 6 is 18, and then x5. 18 minus 5 is 13. This term is not x9. Okay, let's go further. 11, 6, x cubed 5, and then 3 over x, 6. Okay, I think this one will be x9. So 3 times 5 is 15, and then there's x6 on the bottom. 15 minus 6 is 9. Okay, we found a term. We're going to focus on this term. I'll erase everything else from here, and then I'll focus on this term. let me simplify this term. So 11 choose 6. By using the calculator, we're not going to do this by hand. It just takes too much time. 11 choose 6 is 462. It's equal to 462 times x cubed, and then 5 is x 15 times 3 12 6 divided by x 12 6. Okay, let's find out what that is. 462 times 3 12 6. Okay, times 3 12 of 6. Oh, that's a big number. 336. Okay, let's write it. 336,798. And then x15 divided by x6 is x9. x9. So the final answer is this. This is the term in x9. Okay? You don't need any other terms. That's the only thing that you need. Okay, this is question 2. Going to question 3. Problem number 3. Sometimes you'll be asked questions like, find the constant term. For example, 2x plus 5 over x squared, and then the power is 12. The question is, find the constant term. As you might have guessed, constant term means a term that doesn't have any x in it. There is no x. So we'll just expand a few terms and see what happens. Always first, please expand a few terms and see what happens. Okay, this will be 2x, the first one is 12, plus 12 choose 1. 2x, the power becomes 11, times 5 over x squared, plus 12 2x 10, and then 5 over x squared 2 plus... Okay, let's see what's happening here. The power of x here is 12. The power of x, 11 divided by x squared is x9. The power of x in this term, x10, and then divided by x4 is x6. So we don't yet have the constant term. Let's just keep going. Plus 12, 3, and 2x 9 times 5 over x squared, and the power of 3. Let's check. x9 divided by x, 2 times 3 is 6, so x9 divided by x6 will be x cubed. It's not constant term yet. Next one, 12 choose 4. Let's see, 2x, the power is 8, times 5 over x squared, the power is 4. Okay, this seems like a constant term. There's x8, and then there's x squared, the whole thing to power 4. 2 times 4 is 8. That's why x8 divided by x8 will be cancelled. So there's no x in this term. I will highlight with a red color so that you guys understand this. This is the constant term. Okay? Now what I'm gonna do, I'll erase everything else because we only need to focus on this term. Everything else is unnecessary. Find the constant term. Okay, simplifying this, 12 choose 4. Using the calculator, or we just go ahead and use calculator. 12 choose 4. It's 495. 495. So this is equal to 495 times 2 to the power of 8 will be 256. 256, and then x to the power of 8. And then 5 to the power of 4 will be 625. Divided by x squared, the whole thing to the power of 4 is x to the power of 8. x8. Now you can see here, x8 will cancel out. And then using the calculator, we'll find out 495 times 256. That will be, and then times 625. That's a huge number. 625. So the final answer is 79,200,000. Final answer is 79,200,000 is the answer. This is the constant term. So this term doesn't have any x, and that's the answer. Okay? Once again, constant term is the term that doesn't have any x in it. Hope it's clear. Going forward to the next question is the question that looks like this. So sometimes you'll see a question, and I think this will be the last question for today. 1 plus 3x, 1 plus 3x bracket times 1 plus x7. 1 plus x7, oops, not like this. 1 plus x7 is outside. So this 7 only applies to 1 plus x. 1 plus 3x is separate. Okay, 7, just like this. And then the question is, find the term in x5. Find the term in x5. That's the question. Find the term in x5. What we're gonna do is we'll expand this part and then multiply 1 plus 3x with each number in this expansion. Okay, let's go. So 1 plus 3x, I'll just copy down right here. Let's expand 1 plus x7. The first term will be 1, 7 plus 7, choose 1. And then 1, 12, 6 times x 1 plus 7, choose 2. 1, 12, 5 x squared plus next term is 7, choose 3. 1, 4 times x cubed plus the next term is 7, choose 4. 1, 12, 3 times x 4. And then there is also 7, 5 times 1, 4 times x cubed. Wait a second. Now I'm lying here. It's not x cubed. It will be x4. Oh, wait a second. I'm doing some mistakes here. So the power of 1 goes from 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3. And then it should be 2 here. My bad. 2 and then x. The power is 5. And then plus so on. There are a few more terms. But actually, let me expand fully. So there are only 2 more terms left. So 7, 6, 1, 12, 1 times x6, and then finally plus x7. This is a full expansion, but the question is find the term in x5. So we only need to focus on on a few terms here. When we expand everything, we have 1 plus 3x right here in the first bracket, and then the second bracket is this whole thing. So to find x5, 1 multiplies with the term right here. So when you multiply 1 with this term, it will be x5. The power of x will be 5. And then also, when you multiply 3x with one of the terms here, and specifically the term is right here, x4 times x will be x5. So we only need to focus on those 2 terms, multiplying 1 with this and then 3x. The power of x here is 1 with the term here because it has x4. All of the other terms, when you multiply them, will not give us x5. For example, multiplying this 3x, let's say with x7, will give us x8, not x power of 5, but x power of 8. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna I'll just erase this right here, and I'm gonna multiply 1 times 7, choose 5, and then times 1 squared times x5 plus 3x multiplies with 7, choose 4, multiplies with 1 cubed times x4. This will be the final answer, not yet, but this will give us x5. So I'm gonna erase everything here. Hope you guys copied it down. And I'm gonna simplify everything right here. So first of all, 1 times 7, 5. Using calculus, 7 choose 5 will be equal to 21. So 21 times 1, just nothing, x5 plus 3x multiplied 7 choose 4. Using calculus, 7 choose 4. Give 1 second. 7 choose 4 is equal to 35 times 35 times 1 times x4. Okay, let's simplify this. 21x5 plus 3x times 35 times x4 will be 105x5. So it gives us 126x5 as the final answer. Okay, I hope it's clear. all we did is multiply just a few specific terms, and to do that we have used binomial expansion to expand everything, and we got the answer. This is a term in x5. All of the other terms are terms in x7, x8, x6, and so on. So in this video we have solved 5 questions, I think it was 5 or 6 or even 4, and I think I covered most of the question types that you will see in your tests. Sometimes you'll be asked to find term in x5, in x9, or the term that is constant term, or the first 3 terms, or to estimate, like it was in the first question. If you want to see that, go back to the first question to see the estimation using the binomial expansion. So having said that, thank you for watching the video, and I hope it was useful for you guys to understand the binomial expansion. This is one of the most difficult topics in IBDP, I think, as most of the other teachers think. Binomial expansion is not that easy, but if you know the formula, how to apply it, and you know how to use the calculator here, you should be doing well in your exams. And if you're still watching up to this minute, it's already 21 minutes, this video, thanks again a lot for watching this. Subscribe to my channel, please hit the like button, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.